Alright, hello, it's the £1 Gamer again today, and today's going to be a different video. So I'm going to do a teardown of this PlayStation 1 version 1.5 controller. So as you can see, it's not the analog edition, the analog version, so with out of two sticks, and it's got near enough the same length arms on the bottom. So the first version, when the PlayStation first came out, had longer arms and slightly wider radius. So what I'm going to be doing is taking this apart and seeing what's inside, and hopefully showing you how to remove parts and replace parts. So I've already taken this one apart a few weeks ago to clean it and fix it. I had to fix the D-pad and give it a deep clean. So it should be quite easy to take apart. So what I'm going to be using is just the knockoff iFixit kit from eBay from my last video. So hopefully this will be okay, and I'll just be using one of these small Phillips crosshead bits, and I'll be using the bottom part as a parts tray. So there are, as you can see, 8 screws to take apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 each side, and all I have to do, these ones are at an angle, so you have to do at an angle and then wait till it bites and just take it out like that. So that's one, and as you can see, these are rather small, so be quite careful to not strip them. So always use the white size bit, and this one is, let's see if I can get it into focus. This is CRV P20, so just that size bit and you'll be alright. And we do the other 7. You don't have to take the screws out, you can leave them in, but if you need to take the screws out, make sure you've got something to put the screws in after like this. Most of the time I like to keep them in the holes where they came from, so I know exactly where they've come from, and obviously I won't lose them by doing that. So just 2 more to go, and this is a simple one to get started with if you want to start taking things apart and see how things work. So you'll see where I've repaired it. So all you have to do now, all those screws are out, what to do is wiggle and then come onto the back and just sieve it all out first. Give me a quick once over, because not all of them might be out. So that one's come out, and that one does not want to come out. Okay, so let's take them all out. That one's out, and so these should be the only screws that you need to take out from what I remember. So once these are out, you just lift the top off, and that one does not want to come out. Okay, got that one out. And last one. So like I said, all you do is lift and put away. So there's nothing in the bottom part except for these twigs right here, so you can take these off by undoing these two screws. So you can use the same screwdriver, and all you do is undo it, and okay, these are coloured gold, so you're not going to mix them up with the longer ones, and as you can see they are different lengths and slightly different sizes, so should be okay with not mixing those up. And then all you do is get a screwdriver and lift, or you can get a, let's see if I can find a tweezers, pair of tweezers, and just get your tweezers and lift, just like that, and then put it in your parts bin, and then just lift it out, and as you can see, just goes back in. So simple as that. And then what you want to do is just put that back in if it wants to go back in there. There you go. Ooh, didn't get that in shot. Whoops. And then take the part you just took off, and as you can see, there are two posts right there. Get that in shot. So two posts just there and there, and two holes just there, and you just put that back in, get the screw you've just taken out, and hopefully you've got a magnetic bit. So all you can do is put it back in and screw it back. So very simple design from the 90s, and yeah, just make sure they are still working. And then from the front, so where those buttons are, they will press here, so they'll be pressing that button there. So what you want to do with this is wiggle this out, so wiggle this out and just pull away, and then untangle unloop the cable, just like that, and then pull away. So these cables here are tangled, so all you do is just like that, and then here you have the membranes. So just take these off, and got to start and select, or yeah, start and select for PlayStation, and then the directional pad right there, so you take that off, and then you have the spacer, I think, don't know what they call it, but as you can see right there where I've repaired it, and yeah, as you can see, that's not getting in focus. Okay, so it's just one piece, and then again on the other side it's 4 different spots, and all of these are slightly different. So as you can see, these have arms or fingers coming off, so they can only go in one spot. So you can't put these, you can't put the green where the blue is, or the pink where the red is, so they have to go in that spot. And with the board, these are pushed in, so you have to unhook and then take out. So on the back you have a pin or a push pin, so squeeze that in and then push out, and then that will hopefully come out perfectly fine, and then taken out. So if your buttons aren't working properly, all you do is clean these pads and these black spots right there with a bit of rubbing alcohol, and you'll notice black residue coming off on the paper towel or the I forgot what they're called, but they've got worn end, and you'll see the black. That will be the dirt from these making contact with these parts there. So with these, all you do is take that off and then give these a clean. And once done, you tend to drop it and then put it back. So now it's just pushing in, and then when you've cleaned it and hopefully fixed it, all you do is bring this back in and push just like that, and it's as easy as that. Make sure it's flush with the edge of the plastic, and you can hear that clicking. So with the board, the main board, you can take this off. I think no, don't think you can actually take this off, but let's see if you can. No. So all of this is what you've got. Simple, one board, two daughter boards, and a few screws. So to put this back together, all you do is do what I've just done in reverse. So for the membrane, you want to make sure these are all in. Put that back in. No. Put the bracket back in, and then just put the membrane back on, and then take the main board, put that back into place. There are posts there and there. If I put this upside down, I think I'll put this upside down. I've put that upside down. Right, so put the boards, or the board, just there. So follow these posts, and then put this back into that channel, and then back in there. And then the same with the other side. Put this cable back into that channel, and then back into the holding. So it's all flat. So as you can see, the channel is right there, and just route it around there, and then hopefully see if I can get it go in there. Done. And then all you do is take the back plate and then just nope, missed a part. Route that around there. and then put that back on, make sure all the posts line up. So make sure all crosses together, you're not breaking anything. Make sure all the buttons work before you screw it back in. It's going to feel loose until you screw all the screws back in. So all the screws go back in, and at this stage it doesn't matter where the screws go because they're all the same size and all the same length. So you're not going to break any plastic. What you wanted to do, put these in, and you'll see the gap closing as you do it. And you can use a magnetic pad, which will probably be easier. I haven't got a magnetic pad, so I'm just using the back part of the toolkit I've got. This is actually what that is for, anyway. And so once I've taken it apart, giving it a good clean, giving it a wipe, and put it all together, or back together, as I say. Hopefully you haven't missed anything out, and hopefully you haven't broken anything. There isn't much to break in these, so nice and simple. I've got enough in there to learn what's what and where things go, but if it's your first time, start with a 1990s or earlier controller, and see what you can find and just learn from there, and then gradually work your way up, go up to the consoles from the 1990s, and then you'll be learning about electronics in no time, taking things apart, fixing them, cleaning them, restoring them. And the early consoles are very simple, so it's normally just one board and a couple of wires, so not much can go wrong. So all of that is done, and now you should be able to feel the pressure on the buttons, so it's not spongy anymore, and that's done. So all I needed was that to take that apart. So that's been me tearing down a PlayStation 1 non-analog controller and slightly messing it up a bit, but hopefully this has helped some people. Hopefully it's interesting. So thank you for coming in. Hope you're all keeping safe at the moment, and have a good day. So £1 Gamer out.